Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the incredible journey of American startups that began with just an idea and transformed into billion-dollar empires. Let's start with Amazon, a true testament to the power of a simple concept. Back in 1994, Jeff Bezos had a vision of an online bookstore that could offer more titles than any physical shop. He started small, working tirelessly from his garage in Seattle. Little did he know that this humble beginning would evolve into a trillion-dollar behemoth that would revolutionize not just how we shop, but how we live our daily lives. Amazon's growth was nothing short of phenomenal. From books, they expanded into electronics, clothing, and pretty much everything else you can imagine. They pioneered services like Prime, which changed customer expectations for delivery speed. They ventured into cloud computing with AWS, now a cornerstone of the internet infrastructure. And let's not forget their foray into entertainment with Amazon Studios and Twitch. Today, Amazon is not just a company. It's a global force that has reshaped entire industries. But Amazon isn't the only startup success story that began with a modest idea. Let's talk about Airbnb, a company that turned the hospitality industry on its head. It all started in 2008 when three friends in San Francisco were struggling to pay their rent. They came up with a creative solution. Why not rent out air mattresses in their apartment to conference attendees who couldn't find hotel rooms? This simple idea of connecting travelers with locals who had spare space quickly caught on. From air mattresses in a living room, Airbnb grew to offer entire homes, unique experiences, and even luxury accommodations. They tapped into people's desire for more authentic, personalized travel experiences. Today, Airbnb is valued at over $100 billion, challenging traditional hotels and reshaping how we think about travel and accommodation. The impact of Airbnb goes beyond just providing places to stay. It's created new income streams for homeowners, revitalized neighborhoods off the typical tourist path, and fostered cultural exchange between hosts and guests worldwide. What started as a way to make extra cash became a global phenomenon that redefined the concept of hospitality. Now, let's shift gears and talk about Uber, a company that saw an opportunity to disrupt the transportation industry. It all began in 2009 with a simple app to book a ride in San Francisco. The founders, Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp, were frustrated with the difficulty of hailing a cab and thought there had to be a better way. Their solution? Use smartphone technology to connect riders directly with drivers. This idea quickly gained traction, solving pain points for both passengers and drivers. Passengers got the convenience of booking a ride with a tap, while drivers found a flexible way to earn money using their own vehicles. Uber's growth was explosive. From a small operation in one city, it expanded rapidly across the globe. They didn't just stop at ride-hailing. They ventured into food delivery with Uber Eats, freight transportation with Uber Freight, and even explored autonomous vehicles. Today, Uber is synonymous with on-demand transportation, operating in thousands of cities worldwide and fundamentally changing how we move around urban areas. The success stories of Amazon, Airbnb, and Uber reveal a common pattern that aspiring entrepreneurs can learn from. Each of these companies started small, tackling a real problem that people faced in their daily lives. They weren't afraid to take risks, challenging established industries and norms. Amazon saw the potential of e-commerce when most people were still skeptical about buying things online. They took the risk of expanding beyond books, investing heavily in infrastructure and technology. Airbnb dared to suggest that strangers could trust each other enough to share their homes, flying in the face of conventional hospitality wisdom. Uber bet on the sharing economy and mobile technology to revolutionize urban transportation. These companies didn't just offer a product or service. They created entirely new markets and ecosystems. Amazon built a marketplace that empowered small businesses to reach global audiences. Airbnb created a platform that turned ordinary homeowners into hospitality entrepreneurs. Uber developed a network that provided flexible earning opportunities for millions of drivers worldwide. Another crucial factor in their success was timing. These startups emerged at a time when technology was evolving rapidly, and consumer behaviors were shifting. Amazon capitalized on the growing internet adoption. Airbnb launched during a recession when people were looking for extra income and cheaper travel options. Uber tapped into the smartphone revolution and the rising gig economy. But it wasn't just about having a good idea at the right time. These companies also demonstrated incredible adaptability and resilience. They faced numerous challenges, from regulatory hurdles to public skepticism, but they persevered. They listened to their users, iterated on their products, and weren't afraid to pivot when necessary. The founders of these companies also played a crucial role in their success. Jeff Bezos's relentless focus on customer satisfaction, Brian Chesky's emphasis on community and trust, and Travis Kalanick's aggressive growth strategy all shaped their respective companies' trajectories. Their vision, determination, and ability to inspire others were key ingredients in turning small startups into global powerhouses. These success stories also highlight the importance of building a strong company culture and attracting top talent. As they grew, these startups were able to draw some of the brightest minds in tech, finance, and operations. They created work environments that fostered innovation and weren't afraid to challenge the status quo. The impact of these companies extends far beyond their immediate industries. They've influenced how we think about work, how we interact with technology, and even how we trust strangers. They've spawned countless imitators and inspired a new generation of entrepreneurs to think big and disrupt traditional industries. So, what's the takeaway from all of this? The lesson is clear. Big businesses always start small. Every major company we know today began as an idea in someone's mind. The key is to identify a real problem, come up with an innovative solution, and have the courage to take the risk of bringing that solution to life. Your idea, no matter how small it might seem right now, could be the seed of the next billion-dollar startup. It's about seeing opportunities where others see obstacles, thinking creatively, and being willing to put in the hard work to turn that vision into reality. Remember, Jeff Bezos didn't know Amazon would become a global giant when he was packing books in his garage. Brian Chesky and his co-founders didn't envision a $100 billion company when they were inflating air mattresses. Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp weren't thinking about revolutionizing urban transportation worldwide when they were just trying to solve their own problem of hailing a cab in San Francisco. So, don't be afraid to start small. Focus on solving a real problem. Be willing to take calculated risks and stay persistent in the face of challenges. Surround yourself with talented people who believe in your vision. Be open to feedback and ready to adapt as you grow. Who knows? Your idea could be the foundation of the next Amazon, Airbnb, or Uber. The only way to find out is to take that first step. So what are you waiting for? Your billion-dollar empire could be just an idea away.